Okay, well, the wonders of medicine. What this is medical. これどこまでやんだ ?33 だったんです。Respiratory disease. Sputum. Alright. Unit 8. Anti-anxiety agent. Anti-anxiety agent. Adverse effect means that unfavorable result means that unfavorable result. Clinical application means that the use of medicine for practical purpose. Clinical application means that the use of medicine for a practical purpose. For clinical purpose, metabolism means that the chemical processes necessary to maintain an organism's life. Medication means medicine given to people who are ill. Medication means that medicine given to people who are ill. Symptom means that physical condition that shows you may have a particular disease. Clinical application means that the use of medicine for practical purpose. Okay, anxiety is a normal emotion that all people experience to some extent. Indeed, anxiety is generally seen as an essential part of the adaptive response to such stressful or threatening stimuli. An appropriate amount of anxiety heightens caution and awareness in potentially dangerous for stressful situations. So constitutes part of the fight. Constitutes what does constitute? And so constitutes part of the fight response. The feeling manifested in this anxious state is somewhat difficult to define, but may be described as a sense of unpleasant anticipation and excessive mental tension. Most people accept occasional anxiety as an integral part of normal life, but a significant number of individuals experience anxiety that is chronic, uncontrollable, and completely out of proportion to the generating stimulus. In such individuals, anxiety has ceased to serve an adaptive purpose. It has become pathological, or in other words, anxiety disorder. Generalized anxiety disorder (GAD) is defined as excessive anxiety and worry occurring more days than that for period of at least 6 months. The anxiety is accompanied by at least 3 of the following symptoms: restfulness, fatigue, impaired concentration, irritability, muscle tension, and sleep disturbance. The anxiety is uncontrollable and it causes clinically significant distress. GAD has a lifetime prevalence of 6 to 10%. And U.S. National Comorbidity Survey (NCS) study indicates a high comorbidity with the other psychiatric disorders, especially depression and panic disorder. What the irritability, concentration, fatigue, impaired concentration, irritability, comorbidity, psychiatric disorder, agent, anxiolytic, self-medication, and then virtual interaction, transient, impaired concentration, but individual sees pathological living anxiety, irritability, 刺激性ってことだよね、irritability, concentrate, impaired, out of proportion, psych, drawback, photo, transient. そうね、思ったより indicate individual pathological irritability. Alright. Irritability.いろいろ。Impaired concentration, fatigue, impaired concentration. Impaired concentration は、そう、集中力の低下。Anxiety has ceased to serve an adaptive purpose. It has become pathological, or in other words, an anxiety disorder. Generalized anxiety disorder is defined as excessive anxiety and worry occurring more days than not. For a period of at least 6 months. For a period of at least 6 months. The anxiety is accompanied by at least 3 of the following symptoms: restfulness, restlessness, fatigue, impaired concentration, irritability, muscle tension, and sleep disturbance. The anxiety is uncontrollable and causes clinically significant distress. GAD has a lifetime prevalence of 6 to 10%, and the U.S. National Comorbidity Survey (NCS) study indicates a high comorbidity with other psychiatric disorders, especially depression and panic disorder. Throughout history, humankind has used a variety of different agents to relieve anxiety. The oldest one of these is probably alcohol, which has served as an anxiolytic for thousands of years, and is still widely used for the self-medication of anxiety today. In the past century, a number of central nervous system (CNS) medications have been introduced, beginning with the ethanol surrogate, such as chlorohydrate, barbiturate, carbamate, and bromide salts have also been used. Although these agents are known to produce a significant sedative effect, They have been associated with more serious drawbacks such as the risk of dependency, high toxicity in other overdose, and a potentially fatal interaction with alcohol. At present, a number of drugs with various mechanisms of action are available for the pharmacotherapy of anxiety disorders. Those with those with the most widespread current clinical use are Valium, Librium, Transine, Ativan, Xanax, to name a few. These drugs have brought peace to individuals that would otherwise be tormented by excessive stress in everyday life.
Unit 8. Anti-anxiety agents.
Anti-anxiety agents.
Reading. Anxiety is a normal
Anxiety.
emotion that all people experience to some extent.
Anxiety
Indeed,
is a normal
anxiety
emotion
is
that
generally
all people
seen as an
experience to
essential
some
part of the adaptive
Indeed,
response to
anxiety is
stressful or threatening
seen
stimuli.
as a symptom of
An appropriate
stress.
amount of anxiety heightens caution and awareness in potentially dangerous or stressful situations, and so constitutes part of the fight or flight response. The feeling manifested in this anxious state is somewhat difficult to define, but may be described as a sense of unpleasant anticipation and excessive mental tension. Most people accept occasional anxiety as an integral part of normal life, but a significant number of individuals experience anxiety that is chronic, uncontrollable, and completely out of proportion to the generating stimulus. In such individuals, anxiety has ceased to serve an adaptive purpose. It has become pathological, or, in other words, an anxiety disorder. Generalized anxiety disorder, GAD, is defined as excessive anxiety and worry occurring more days than not for a period of at least 6 months. The anxiety is accompanied by at least 3 of the following symptoms: restlessness, fatigue, impaired concentration, irritability, muscle tension, and sleep disturbance. The anxiety is uncontrollable and causes clinically significant distress. GAD has a lifetime prevalence of 6 to 10%, and a U.S. National Comorbidity Survey (NCS) study indicates a high comorbidity with other psychiatric disorders, especially depression and panic disorder. Throughout history, humankind has used a variety of different agents to relieve anxiety. The oldest one of these is probably alcohol, which has served as an anxiolytic for thousands of years and is still widely used for the self-medication of anxiety today. In the past century, a number of central nervous system (CNS) depressant medications have been introduced, beginning with ethanol surrogates such as chloral hydrate. Barbiturates, carbamates, and bromide salts have also been used. Although these agents are known to produce a significant sedative effect, they have been associated with more serious drawbacks, such as the risk of dependency, high toxicity, and a potentially fatal interaction with alcohol. At present, a number of drugs with various mechanisms of action are available for the pharmacotherapy of anxiety disorders. Those with the most widespread current clinical use are Valium, Librium, Transine, Ativan, Xanax, to name a few. These drugs have brought peace to individuals that would otherwise be tormented by excessive stress in everyday life.
Tormented by excessive stress in life. Tormented. Otherwise be tormented by excessive stress in everyday life. These drugs have brought peace to individuals that would otherwise be tormented by excessive stress in everyday life. These drugs have brought peace to individuals that would otherwise be tormented by excessive stress in everyday life. Alright. 肺、肺葉外装、上気の病の脈症と治。とってよく熱の上昇にあるものは害するによって肺となる。肺の病何によりてこれをうるや死のの玉枠あるいは汗いずるによりあるいは嘔吐するによりあるいは消化地にて小便利することさくなるによりあるいは便敵によりまた快薬にて下痢するにより重ねて心液を防すゆえにこれをうと。上気全してそうするものは肺葉に属す。肺腸に属す風水をなさんと欲す。肝を欲し、すなわち言う。肝を欲すればすなわち言うる。肺葉全打をとし、肺全末をとし、害せざる者はその人喝せず、必ず胃にをし小便さくなり、しかるゆえんの者は上居して下を制す。上居して下を制するあたわざるをもってのゆえなり。これを肺中霊となす。必ず原子全打をし、乾燥環境等をもって、これを温む。もし、等を腹し終わって喝する者は、消化地に属す。右フッ素し、水三升をもって煮て一升を取り、一升五合を取り、かすを去り、分かち温めて再服す。害して上気、古中水系の声するは、夜間魔王とこれを司る。右九味、水一升二マスをもって、まず魔王に両仏し、上末を去り、諸薬を入れ、煮て三升を取り、分かち温めて三服す。外逆上気、時々だだくし、ただ座して眠るを得ざるは、総教願これを司る。総教右一味これを待つとし、密にて五子第二願寺、総根 こうもって、湯にわし、み三眼を服す。日にみたび、夜一服す。香木魔王党の方。害して脈不なるものは香木害、香木魔王と、これを司る。害して脈不なるもの、香木魔王と、右九味、水一斗二升をもって、まず、小麦を煮て、熟し、かすを去り、諸薬を入れ、煮て三升を取り、一升を音服す。日に三服す。脈鎮なるもの、卓質等これを司る。右、半下、死山、卓質、小教寺前、乾燥、黄金、人参、軽視、右九味、フッ素死、卓質の中に、卓質の汁の中に入れて、煮て五升を取り、五合を音服す。夜に至りて尽くす。大逆上記、陰行不利、逆を止め、気を下すもの、爆問同等これを司る。爆問同等の方、爆問半下、人参、乾燥、神戸、体操、右六味、爆問同等。水一斗二升を持って煮て六升を取り一升を音服す。日に三、夜一服す。廃用全してかするを得ず、定暦体操社配等これを司る。定暦体操社配と定暦体操右、まず水三升を持って煮て、体操を取り煮て、まず層を煮て、二升を取り、層を去り、定暦を入れ、煮て一升を取り、頓服す。害して狂慢する者は、心肝脈裂、喉は渇くも渇せず、時に濁打清臭をいだし、救急にして、脳の米着のごとくとする者は、廃用たり、気境とこれを司る。 境との方、気境乾燥、右2味、水3升を持って煮て1升を取り、分かち温め再服す。すなわち、脳血をとするなり。概して上記するは、これ拝聴となす、その人全し目立つ、上のごとく、